it can be really frustrating to go with somebody who is just super athletic. A lot of times when you're playing bottom against somebody who is athletic and good at just standing up, like 90% of your jiu-jitsu just won't work on them. And you end up wasting all kinds of energy on sweeps that aren't effective. And so for me, if I'm ever dealing with an athlete, I have to get underneath them. I have to play either X or single leg X. And I'm going to give you a few principles that will make it so easy to sweep athletic people from single leg X. And so the first thing we're going to look at is in this position when I'm playing single leg X, one, I don't want my hips on the floor, okay? Right now, Jeff, like my feet are in the right place, but Jeff is not carrying my weight at all, and he can just push my foot off incredibly easily. All right, so what I can do instead, and when you're first learning this position, how you set yourself up is you scoop all the way down and you put the ankle in your armpit, and then when you pick your hips up, your hips come off the ground. And you'll notice Jeff has to take that little back step. It's just that little movement, and the reason for that is that my weight is now on him. From here, I make sure that my knee is in line. Now, he can still peel my foot off, but it's a lot harder. And so as he goes to peel my foot off, he's still able to peel my foot off. And if his weight is still on this leg, he is going to backstep me so fast. And again, we're dealing with an athletic person. I know it's hard to believe when I'm using Jeff as my ugi. But what I'm going to look at here is I'm going to connect, and then I'm going to take this leg and turn it. And what happens is it picks his heel up off the ground. And so now when he goes to push my foot off, it becomes incredibly hard. And even if he were to try to start to free that foot, what happens is it gives me a second to switch to something else, because he is not able to backstep until this foot becomes flat again, right? And so when I put that bend in his knee, I know what his response is going to be. It is going to be to try to put his heel back on the floor. And a lot of times that knocks him down, and it can start to set me up on my ankle lock or start to set me up to come up. The problem is, if we're really dealing with an athletic person, just knocking them down a lot of times isn't enough. A lot of times I go here, I knock him down, and when I go to get up, he stays on that back leg. So for me, if I'm really dealing with a good athlete, I'm always thinking about getting both legs. And so maybe I start to turn here, and if I can reach, I always will. If not, I'll just start to off balance, and it gives me his other foot. Now, as he tries to start to fight up, I can start to kick him away, and I can look to come up here, okay? When I'm looking to come up, what's really important is that I identify his bottom leg and mine. Right now, if I were to let go here, he's able to come up with me, okay? And so when he's down, this has let me start to come up. Now if I let go on this side and we both come up, it's very easy for me to come up there, right? And so those are really simple principles. And if those do not work, then I have to start collecting more posts. Because I've gone with guys that are big and strong enough, athletic enough, can do full splits, and even controlling both ankles is not enough. You have to control a third post. And so what we do is we kind of play this position, and when he starts to dig in, when he starts to fight, I go cross sleeve, okay? From cross sleeve, I'm going to feed his sleeve underneath, and this may take a second. Okay, but once I get these two posts, now I go back to that same idea of controlling the ankle. And what you'll notice is even a really athletic guy cannot beat you if you control three posts and you fight to come up there. And so that is, for me, the best way to deal with somebody who is just a superior athlete to you, to be able to get on top and to be able to start to wear them out.